Hey everyone. So in this video, I want to review the distinction between a change in supply and a change in the quantity supplied. So recall that when we're talking about quantity supplied, we're just talking about quantity supplied as some function of price. If you're supplying a good or service, for now we're just assuming that this depends on the market price. So we say this is a function of price. And from our discussion of the law of supply, we know this is a positive relationship between P and QS. So we can show that as an upward sloping line. We'll say that's the supply curve S. And if we take a given point, say P1, and we plug that into the the quantity supplied function, that gives us some number, the quantity supplied. So that's what we mean when we say quantity supplied. Whatever we get when we plug P1 into this function here. Okay, so let's call that QS1. Now, suppose that the price changes, right? Suppose that the price increases, say from P1 to P2, and we plug that into this function. Well, we're going to get a different price or a different quantity supplied with this different price. So let's say that's QS2. Okay, so that's an increase in the quantity supplied. Okay, so we can say that a change in price is leads to a movement along this supply curve. Okay, and that's what we mean when we say there's a change in the quantity supplied. Okay, so it's just simply saying that a different price is going to correspond to a different point along the supply curve. Okay, so we can contrast this with a change in supply. Okay, again we have this positively sloped line, call it S, and that's we said is a function of price. That's a P. And again, at any given point, say P1, that corresponds to some quantity supplied. Okay? But suppose that something changes. Something changes such that at this given price, P1, suppliers want to sell more. Okay? So we're going to have at this price and at every price along the vertical axis, there's going to be a different, there's going to be a higher quantity supplied. Okay. Okay. So at this price, and at every price, we have a higher quantity supplied. So let's call that QS2. So this is a shift in the supply curve, right? So that's what we mean when we say a change in supply. A change in the supply is a shift in the supply curve. Okay, so the next question is, well, what determines this shift, or what causes the supply curve to shift such that we have a higher quantity or a lower quantity supplied at every given price? And those are going to be, all the things that aren't price, all the non-price determinants of supply. Okay, so that's what we're going to get to in the next few videos. We're going to discuss the different non-price determinants of supply, or the things that cause shifts in the supply curve. So I hope to see you in the next few videos.